So, yeah, welcome to another episode of Beyond the Bar Top.
It is, it
Did I
is.
hit record? I think I just did.
This one is for the
But yeah,
Gen Z kids out there.
welcome to another episode. That is true. You brought this topic up to me, and I still didn't believe it until I actually looked it up myself. Because my first impression was, what the fuck. However, my opinion
Because,
has
okay,
changed.
first of all, let's get that out of the way as to what we're discussing, which is faking
Yeah,
weddings
that's
to
true.
please your parents. Not to please your parents. शादी कब करेगा? Right now, this Friday night, mama.
This is the no. In our time, we always had contractual weddings. This shit is next
Bro,
level.
people are doing it for various reasons. One is you want to enjoy a wedding, you want to go eat buffet, you want to do fairas and all that. It's damn cool,
Right.
but it's not official, it's not on paper.
Uh, Yeah, no, but let me stop you right there. You got to give some context because this is, I bet not everybody knows about it. Okay, like, give our listeners a little
So
context on
there is
this one.
this current fad, trend, or whatever you would like to call it, which is having a party organized in the theme of a wedding, where there is an actual wedding taking place minus an actual wedding, if that makes sense to anybody out there. Which is, yeah,
I mean,
there
yeah,
is,
there's
I
no
think
bride
there's
and
like
groom
somebody
technically.
decides to role play if they're into that, but it doesn't culminate into anything. It's just role play as a husband and wife, and that's about it. I don't think there is any Pandit or all of that involved.
No,
No.
there's no legalities. There's no religious aspect to it. I like it's very Indian. It's very secular. Like
The whole
doesn't
idea
matter.
is just
We're gonna
to
have a
dress
wedding.
up, enjoy this big fat Indian wedding, eat, drink, be merry, and call it a day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I buy that. Like, okay, here's the thing: Indian weddings as a concept is popular worldwide. Like, you have international friends. Everybody's like, "Oh, I want to attend an Indian wedding. I've heard it's crazy," and somebody decided to turn it into a business, and I think that's
See,
just
the only reason
genius.
they want to attend a wedding because it's not really a wedding; it's more of a concert. Okay, you're in your wedding, you're inviting less than a
True.
thousand people, you're gonna get judged, bro. So it's
That's
nothing
true.
less than a
That's
concert.
true. Like the one thing I heard, like on all the news channels and people that are actually following the story, I never knew it was that big an issue. People like, there's no relatives, and I'm like, okay. I said, I see the appeal. I'm like, but again, I'm a millennial. I'm still half enough. I'm like, oh, it's still money wasted. And here's the thing. Here's where my opinion flipped. Okay. Yes, wedding food is there. Yeah, you get to use your traditional clothes because, like, that's true. Like, the last time I dressed up traditional was maybe 2 years ago. All right. Or maybe like Onam passes by, you pull out the lungi,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know. You know? So I see that. I still wasn't sold onto it because I'm like, why? And then while my research phase went on, I stumbled upon the wedding playlist. So there's a fake wedding playlist, and I'm like, that shit I can roll with because
Yeah,
the typical wedding songs, your bhangaras, your
yeah,
your your chundi ke piche kya hai, all that
yeah.
jazz, but the remix version and banger after banger. So I was on my way driving back, and I'm like researching this thing on the side, like just listening to the news, and then the next video that shows up is this fake wedding playlist, and I'm like, what the fuck is a fake wedding playlist? 15 minutes in, I'm hooked. I'm like, I want to attend a fake wedding for this damn playlist, and I see it now. That was just like,
You know
I
how
was on
proud a
for it.
mama and papa would be if they find you researching about wedding playlists. They're like, finally, he's doing it.
Yeah. No, that's like a big 180 sudden. Like, I'm going to attend a wedding.
Just,
Whose wedding? I don't know. I'm just paying like
just a wedding.
5,000 rupees for
Bro,
it.
but
Gonna show up.
the DJs are big who come for this. The brands who associate themselves with this,
Yeah.
liquor brands, clothing
True.
brands, the decor, makeup.
Makeup.
Everybody
Makeup.
is
Yeah,
making
so
big
that
bucks in
stuff.
this. And at the same time, the guys attending. It's just you
I
have to
mean,
dress up. You're in a sherwani, you're in a kurta, doing your thing. Photo shoots, professional photographers come for this.
that's the thing. So, the major investments I heard was obviously food and decor, because
Yeah.
you have the typical wedding decor, so a lot of flowers, a lot of colors, and a lot of fabrics all over the place, and immense number of photo booths. Because if it's not
That's
on
the whole
Instagram,
idea.
it didn't really
You
happen.
call these influencers. I mean, that's the term that these
Yeah,
guys use. Not a big fan of it. However, these guys get called to promote it, like, share, subscribe, guys. And next thing you know, if this is a 500 event, the next one's
yeah,
800,000, just gets larger. It's like a concert. That's the whole idea.
true. Yeah, it picks up traction. Definitely picks up traction. Um, and I saw one of these interviews. So there's like an actual company
Oh,
that organizes it, and they were like, yeah, there are multiple, obviously, but there was one company that was being interviewed, and they organized it. The first event was like small, like you said, it's 500 people, not too much. But the next one, word of mouth, and the DJs playing, and the brand associations, and next thing you know, they've like gone above 1,000, easy. And I'm like, I can see this snowballing into something literally like a
th-
massive concert size.
so
Because
that's the reason
think
when I
about
brought this topic up with you, I was wondering that, okay, people do it in India. Yeah, it's still picking up. It's still fairly new. It's not been around long enough. But I was like, the ones who really had the bucks would rather do it in maybe Dubai or something like that. So
huh,
it is on a
possibly,
grander scale.
possibly. Like who I do not know one person. Okay, I do not know one non-Indian person who would say I don't want to attend an Indian wedding. You know, and you say, yeah, you come in for like $100. You get a ticket, buy it in. You get to do the mehendi, you get to do the sangeet.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
there's like a
choreographed dance.
dance show
All
slash
of that is happening.
competition. Yeah, all of exactly. So all of that taking place, and I'm like, that's very very
$100 gets you
lucrative.
all of that. You get to rent
And
out clothes, alcohol, food, pretend it's a wedding, and for additional $100, they send you on the honeymoon trip as well. But
yeah, it sounds silly. Let's be honest, it does sound silly, but from a business perspective, it is crazy. I think it's just smart because see, like think of wedding organizers,
uh,
right? They have seasonality, and some guy said, you know what? In Chutioko, let's sell this damn thing that you know what? You can have a wedding anytime in the year. Who needs a bride and groom? It's just a theme based off a wedding, like an Indian wedding. And the kids are like, yeah, that's something I want to do. Fuck clubbing, fuck going out to concerts. I want to attend a fake Indian wedding. And next thing you know, the companies, the organizers are actually pulling it out year round.
you do
And
it at these
money's
grand
coming in.
destinations, Udaipur and Kerala, and these exotic locations, and it sells. And I don't think anyone's going to have
And
an issue with it. So, what?
and also, I mean, from a logistics side, the one thing that actually caught my attention was okay. Most weddings we know, all right, have a normal time cap of like, oh,
Hmm.
can't go beyond midnight or 10 p.m. But then these events, I don't know, somehow managed to acquire permissions and they're
It's
running up to
usually these
4
private
a.m. in the
properties.
morning.
Maybe that's why.
And I'm
And
like,
it's anyway on a smaller scale for now, like 200, 500. So they get like one of these big ass villas, and that's the venue for everything. Your Mendi, Shadi, you name it. So,
yeah.
thank you once again for joining on this 101
No,
finance decisions and startup ideas with the two of us. Uh,
I mean,
we are
if
demanding
somebody
a
takes
royalty.
inspiration, this is a very good place to begin. Definitely, definitely, because it's a good place to start. Resorts are renting out for 2 nights. Imagine the capacity. We send
Hmm.
200 rooms, guaranteed 2 nights. One day for the Sangeet and Mehendi, the second day for the
Yeah, yeah.
reception, so to speak. Okay, they're pulling it out. The places already have their liquor licenses in place. Okay, music. You got DJs
Exactly.
that are
Yeah.
coming that are famous. You got influencers. You got brand
It's a
deals coming
win-win.
in. I mean, it's I still find it difficult to digest that this is actually a thing right now.
But again, this would work only in the traditional Indian, when I say Indian, like the Hindu version of the wedding, like your sherwani and all that.
I would say like any Indian, look at any side of India, Indian weddings, regardless of the religious part of things, I don't think any Indian wedding goes for only one day. Or like the normal typical the ones you see on TV. Oh, we're having a reception at an open
I
garden.
was thinking of
What's it about?
the Islamic way of this wedding. Imagine you invite, there's a partition, you're just sitting.
That. But yeah, no, I mean, back to the context. Any Indian wedding
Yeah.
definitely lasts more than a day. Is majoritively a grand event. So you're looking like it's your what's that fireman?
Fireman?
What's that
Burning
festival?
Man.
Desert man,
Oh,
burning man. It's your Indian burning man,
Indian
just
Burning
with a little
Man.
more expense on it.
Sounds like every farmer in Rajasthan, but okay.
Yeah, no. But I want to step aside from it. Okay, like okay, we understand what the whole
Huh.
the facade works like. But I want to
Oh,
talk
it's a
from it
fucking
like from a
nightmare.
hotelier's point of view, right? So, yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
because
is it though? Is it though? What? Okay, what do you
I'll tell
see
you
are
the
the
biggest
actual
challenge being
challenges
mentally prepped for this.
as a
Because when you work an entire year in a hotel or a resort or a setup similar, you know that you're doomed from October until I'm talking Indian context. You know you're doomed from October until
okay,
late Jan because that's wedding season. Banquets are sold out, hotel rooms are sold out. You know it's going to be peak at that time. Plus the holidays come in, so you know
yeah,
weddings. Bro, imagine suddenly you're like Slack is going on, okay? Like your March, April. Suddenly there are back to
hmm
back two weddings in 2 weeks. Do you know the amount of alcohol the nearest bar sales are going to go up? I don't think you'll be
yeah,
mentally,
that's
and it's not
something.
like you make incentives in a wedding. At the end of the day, it's a banquet event, right? So everything is already paid for.
Yeah. But here's the catch, right? Now, that's our perspective as hoteliers
Hmm.
for a normal wedding. But apparently, and this is something I was looking into, there is actual ticketing involved. There's commissions involved. So the banquet space you pay for, right? So say you got
Hmm.
15% locked on the venue, right? Your decor guys are pulling in commissions, okay? Your sound guys, your light guys, your
Hmm.
photographers, your drone guys, all these guys are
Yeah,
pulling in commission
exactly.
because they're all obviously going to be linked, right? Like for example, you work in your hotel, you have your
Right.
army of affiliates that come along through. But then there's this new added tangent that you have ticketing. So you need to actually be
Company,
partnered with
right? Who
like a
manages everything
ticketing
end to end.
company as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. So if you like, on my opinion, yeah, the for an Indian wedding, and if it's really an Indian wedding, the ticket pricings are quite modest. I would say, like
Hmm.
whatever, even $100. Okay, okay
Right.
for a 2 day event maybe. I don't know if accommodations included in that, or or maybe you got to like pay as you go. Like you go to the bar, you got to pay for another drink.
It's
I'm not sure because when you go for a wedding,
exactly
you
because there
drink
is
till you
no
drop.
cutoff here.
But in this case, yeah, there's no. So would there be a cutoff in this kind of an event?
Ideally, should be. I mean, it will still be late. Like, let's say, ideally, your banquet event in a hotel is
Yeah,
permitted what, like 1 a.m.? Yeah. Because again,
yeah,
unless the entire hotel is sold out, where you're not an inconvenience to anybody else in the
hmm
same vicinity.
true.
I don't see any reason why this can't go until 3 or 4.
I
But
don't see this
again,
happening for that either.
I think these guys, like as
Hmm.
based on the events that have already taken place, they usually do it at these resort properties, which are, a little secluded, not secluded, but on the outskirts rather, not
Yeah,
like main city.
true, true. Maybe looking at
Yeah, yeah.
10% occupancy. So
That
fuck
nobody
that
cares about.
10%. Who gives a damn?
But as
Yeah, especially because
exactly.
it will be off
Because
season.
if you do one of these events in November, December, nobody's going to show up for it. Because everyone's already attending like at least
Yeah.
300,000 weddings. So you might as well do this somewhere in Feb, March. But I was thinking more of from a staff perspective, like the one who's working on the ground,
Uh,
you know,
no, you'll probably get casuals and you get some of these college
this is
kids like how we used to
PTHD.
run out, work for like 150 bucks. Just, yeah, you take
Okay,
150. Oh, sorry, no, what? It's what?
two,
201.
for what?
201 rupees. Right? For outdoor
Hey, no,
catering. How much
it
are we
was,
getting?
buddy, it was 300, out of which 150 went for Old Monk, and the we got was 150.
Uh,
It's gone.
115 fuel. Okay, 301. Okay, but you get my point. Around that much. So get a bunch of these kids coming in through. They also come in work, and I think the workforce can be. I mean, it's good employment opportunity in my opinion. It may not be the best or equal pay or
Eh,
fair pay,
In today's
but
economy, nobody really
you get
cares about
employment.
that. They just accept whatever comes their way.
I mean, exactly. So you get the workforce required for it. Like my question is it only event companies doing it, or like tomorrow, like for example, like you wake up and you're like, you know what, babe, let's have a fake wedding for the fuck of it, just, and
No, man, you're
you
going to
go along
have.
with it,
I think
or
it's
is it
better off
only
leaving
event
it to an
companies?
event company because handling the logistics. Because let's say, for example, you had to get married in India. Your wedding,
Yeah,
if it's happening 2028, prep starts today. So you waking up one
true,
morning and
true.
saying, let's get a fake wedding done, you'll be like, "Hey, should come back, sleep." So
That's
I think that's also the reason why
but
it's, I mean, it's picking up, like it's gradual, but it's on the high because you don't have to bother about anything. You're just showing up. All you got to care
true,
about is what are you
true,
going to
true,
wear.
true.
That's your only concern.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're basically
exactly.
paying for like
So
stag
just
entry, like that's the concept
everything's
is
taken care of. You get
my
a proper
favorite.
itinerary where it's like, acha, this is haldi at this time, mehndi at this time, main wedding event, whatever, however the flow goes. But you don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah,
And at the same time, you are dressed and decked up and fucking machawing. Next day on Instagram, you're cool for 30 seconds. But that is all that is required to sell. There are these random things happen, right? Like these.
yeah,
Imagine a time when rave parties was like, oh my god, drugs karta hai bacha. And now,
yeah. Not even drugs.
yeah, coffee rave,
We
matcha
have
rave, all.
coffee raves.
This is at 11 o'clock in the morning on a weekday.
Yeah, that's something. I mean, it's a very healthy option, I think, compared to when our raves were like in its prime. Like back then, you had to really go park your vehicle out, walk 20 minutes inside the jungle somewhere, and then find a spot.
And
Maybe
now
not get
valet
you.
comes and takes your car away, and you're
This
like,
one,
I'm going to the coffee shop.
yeah, hands you out a paper straw.
But see, right, even that is a big business over here. I'm sure it's in the Middle East as well. The whole the rave thing. So the
It's
wedding
picking
is
up.
on similar lines. They just found a very like an ultra niche market,
Yeah.
making the most of it.
Yeah, I don't think like honestly I see it like that was going to be my next question is how far do you think this going? Is this going to be a labubu where it's going to run out for like
Definitely.
3 to 5 years and then die out, or is it going to be like something like Supreme where it just
I'm
phases
sure
out
that's
in
exactly what's going to
2 years?
happen. It is, see, I think one thing for a fact, everything just this horrible bell curve that everything has these days, where it just like peaks because everyone's interested, and then the next shiny thing comes your way and you completely forget about it. So it's just like every other trend, I'm sure even this will eventually die out.
No, I kind of differ in that opinion. I'm
I'm
thinking
going to stick around.
this is could be something consistent. Yeah, could stick around. Like next thing you know, you're getting celebrity endorsements and I don't know, people launching their fucking movies. Because as Indians, we have a lot of wedding and love story
Okay.
based movies. Think about it. They're going to start advertising shit in these places.
Mhm.
And next thing you know, college festivals are
Well,
having wedding
underage kids
theme
are getting
nights.
married at this event.
I don't know. I don't know, man. The entrepreneur in me just started fucking going crazy out with it because I am still in the process of digesting it. So I'm just trying to
But
see
I
where all it
also
will
think
take.
that what you're saying, for it to sustain or like keep growing, they need to be equally innovative. Because you can't just do your traditional mehndi, haldi, and I don't know, dance around. That's it.
I mean, there'll always be the next generation who'll still want to do it. The moment this thing goes international, you're gonna have like brands saying, you know what, we're gonna be hosting fake wedding out in
They'll
the
come out
Madison Square
for a
Garden,
fancy term than calling it a
that
fake
kind of
wedding.
shit.
But I think the only reason I'm saying that it will not
Yeah, or faux wedding, so one of those
faux
shit.
wedding.
Think of like a
I
Gen
thought it's
Z
one of
term, a
those
cap
Muslim
wedding.
kinds.
I don't know.
Sorry, I just drifted in that direction.
Not faux, yeah, maybe, you
Not
never
an
know.
explosive theme,
Like
but
that. That's funny.
I was saying, what was
Coming
I?
off
I've
track.
completely derailed. I was talking about this wedding thing. Fuck, I completely forgot what I was saying, man.
Yeah. Just gonna just you know
Yeah.
what? Let's just fucking wrap it up. The shit. But I know. Anyway, I know your listeners. Let us know. I mean, would you all actually attend one of these weddings?
Would you?
And how long do you all think it's going to go for?
And the other question is, would
This
you take
trend.
your parents along for these weddings?
That would be
Because,
something.
I
My
mean,
parents are cool, I guess.
some hippie parents out there would want to be interested in, like, हमारे जमाने में शादियाँ अलग होती थी.
That's some shit. Anyway, like,
Just
share,
trying to end
subscribe,
this.
all that.
Bef-
Catch you on the next. I don't want before you crack another fucking non
Anyway,
secular
freedom
joke.
of
I just
speech
want
and
to
all.
risk it.
Now you're getting